This is a story about a king and his queen titled King Midas and his golden touch. Please enjoy.
Are you ready? Okay, you can start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Phrygia, lived a king named Midas. Like most kings, he is incredibly wealthy. But Midas was not satisfied with his current wealth. He wished for more. Gold, oh gold, I could never be bored of it. If I could, I would wish for all the gold no mortal could ever imagine. Despite the riches he owned and the grand palace he lived in, nothing could ever sate his desire. One day, a satyr was found in the forest near Phrygia, completely passed out. The half-goat, half-man was brought by the peasants to have an audience with their king. Your Majesty, we found a satyr in the forest. What should we do? The king took a closer look at the sleeping satyr and recognized that is no ordinary one. That is Silenus, the foster father and tutor of the god Dionysus himself. King Midas has heard all about Silenus, a wise god that delivers prophecies and lessons. Let him be. Treat him to our finest wine and prepare a feast. We are graced by the presence of the god Silenus. Thus, the servants began to prepare for a celebration. Silenus awoke, surrounded by mortals eager to please him. Shrugging to himself, he let the king and his people commence a 10-day feast with wine, fine delicacies, and feasting, while Silenus in turn delighted the king and his people with songs and stories. Finally, the god of wine and festivities Dionysus found his foster father amongst joyful mortals who were surprised. There you are! I've been looking for you everywhere, Dionysus said. Thank you for taking care of him. The king eagerly welcomed him. It is of no problem, my god. We should always welcome our guests with hospitality. Then, as gratitude for your good deeds to my father, I will grant you one wish, anything of feeling for you. He was worried to death because of his foster father. King Midas recognized the opportunity and immediately, ambitiously said to the god, "Then I wish for everything I touch to turn into gold." Are you sure about that, King Midas? Dionysus asked with uncertainty. Now, if the god of being drunk, insane, and madness asked me that question, I would repeat my choices. So Dionysus asked the king again, everything you touch turn to gold? Would you like to think about it? Or, yes, of course, I wish to be the richest man. Dionysus, although still overwhelmed, decided to grant the king his wish. Very well then. Once Dionysus granted and left his foster father, King Midas went ahead to find a rock to test it out. He picked up a small rock, and it turned golden. Finally, I am the richest man alive! He cried out. King Midas went ahead to touch everything, all of it turning to the precious, precious metal. Finally, after his he suddenly felt hungry and decided to grab some food. But just as he went to touch the apple, it turned golden. Despite his fondness for the metal, he couldn't eat this. It's completely unedible. Thus, Midas decided to instead use a flower. Take and used it to attach it onto food, and went in for a bite. Yet, he felt not the soft texture of bread, but of hard metal instead. It turned gold too. King Midas believed he'd come to terms that his gift is now more of a curse. He felt regret that he didn't take Dionysus' warning seriously, and that he feared that he would instead die of hunger. He couldn't even eat a single meal. Just as Midas was panicking, his daughter returned home to the palace that is now filled with golden objects which was past, and saw her distressed father. Father, is there something wrong? She went ahead to comfort him, but just as she went to touch his hand, she turned into a golden statue. No! What have I done? Oh, my daughter, please forgive me. Your father is a foolish man. Please give her back to me. He begged no one in particular, and his daughter remained unmoved. King Midas was resolved to find Dionysus again, who had already left once he granted his wish, and to return everything back to its normal state. Finally, King Midas found Dionysus and his entourage, who had luckily not strayed far from the kingdom, and begged desperately for his help. Oh, Dionysus, forgive me. I should have realized what the power entailed. Please, help me remove this power. I only want my daughter back. Dionysus felt pity for the man. He never intended to harm him, nor his daughter. Thus, he told the king what to do. He must take a plunge into the waters of the river Pactolus and ask for the power of the touch to be removed. King Midas heeded God's words and bathed in the rivers. Soon, the water became covered with golden sand, and the scales of fish became covered with golden glitter. Everything that was once turned gold became normal again. King Midas returned home to his daughter, now freed from the curse. He was so glad that she is now moving freely, unharmed from his reckless decision. His daughter's hair remained golden as a reminder of his foolishness and selfish ambition. He now wishes for the well-being of his kingdom and people, for gold has no value in comparison. He even went ahead to learn from the god of the wild cat, to appreciate the simpleness of life. Ladies and gentlemen, we mustn't let greed consume everything we touch, just like King Midas, lest they harm our loved ones. And thus, Midas learned his lessons and lived happily ever after.
Okay, thank you so much. Let us give a huge applause for the participant. Such an amazing story.